I will always encourage people to use the power of their voices on behalf of freedom, justice, and life. Because you can't truly stand for America if you don't stand for all Americans, including the babies who don't yet have a voice. The pro-life movement is a noble cause. It's also a thankless cause. That's because the people you are fighting for aren't in a position to thank you. They are the voiceless ones. We are their voice. There's little recognition in this struggle and little glory. In fact, the opposite is typically true. Many, if not all of you, have endured more than your fair share of name-calling and abuse, especially in this town. The most strident attacks came from my fellow women. You've heard it all before. Pro-life women are traitors to their gender. If we truly care about women's rights, we would support abortion rights. Women are expected to support choice, simply because we're women. That's just wrong. We all have to be true to ourselves and to others. Unfortunately, many on the left use the abortion debate to divide women and demand conformity. They do this in the name of feminism. But that is not real feminism. The idea that women must adhere to a particular set of values is one of the most anti-women ideas in today's culture. It is a rejection of the ideas of equality and tolerance that the women's movement is supposed to be all about. I stand here tonight as a wearer of many hats: ambassador, governor, daughter, military wife, mother, and the biggest Clemson Tiger fan ever. You think I'm joking. I'm not. Ask Coach Dabo. All of these titles are part of my identity. All of these experiences have shaped my values and my connection to the world. They are indispensable to my story, and they're the reason I stand before you tonight. Many of you know I am married to my incredible, super cool husband, Michael. He is a combat veteran and a major in the South Carolina National Guard. He is truly a saint, and being married to me, you know he has to be exceedingly understanding. But many don't know that Michael and his 4 siblings spent several years in foster care. Foster care can be amazing, but it was not kind to Michael and his siblings. It was unkind. Luckily, when Michael was 5, he and his younger sister were adopted by a kind, loving couple who couldn't have children of their own. I often think about what would have happened if Michael hadn't been so lucky, if his biological mother had chosen a different path, if his adoptive parents hadn't been so compassionate. In politics, people assume that if you're Republican, you're pro-life, because that's what the party tells you to be. I'm pro-life because I get the chance to spend every day with my husband knowing that I am blessed. Many of you also might not know that Michael and I struggled to have a family of our own. We are blessed to be the parents of 2 smart, thoughtful, occasionally challenging children. But that path was not an easy one for us. Like so many other couples and families, we struggled for many years, riding a roller coaster of false hopes and painful disappointment. Throughout the slog of doctor visits and invasive tests, I had days that tested my faith and my resolve. But when I held our daughter in my arms for the first time, I felt what countless parents feel, that nothing could be more perfect and right in the world. These experiences, the good and the bad, solidified for me what I had known long ago intellectually, that each and every life is a gift from God, that so many loving families want more than anything to raise and love a child. I can't stomach the idea that we wouldn't do everything in our power to protect and nurture those lives. If we want to make a difference in the world, we have to embrace the personal and the uncomfortable. Even though I'm a private citizen now, I know I'm too young to stop fighting. I'm loud and proud and will always fight for the things I believe in. Like Margaret Thatcher said, if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman.